Hey everyone, Witch Willow is back here again, and I have another interview. This spirit is a djinn, and as most djinns do not want to give their real names to anybody except to who they're going to, I'm just going to refer to this djinn as E. E is a female. All I have on her right now is her name and her sex. So I'm going to go through the preliminaries of reading her energy and then getting the information from her, where she came from, when she lived, and the rest of her life story. So I'm going to begin right now, and I'm going to ask her if I can read her energy. So I'm going to ask her to place her energy in my hand. She's a warm touch. I'm seeing like an undercurrent of like a purplish, almost like an indigo. And then it gets lighter blue, like blue teal, almost like a rainbow stripe all the way up. It's not the color of chakra. It's just purple fading up into a blue, a very light blue. I don't know, maybe like this color blue. It's a very beautiful blend. It's like almost like if you've ever done any polymer clay work, it's like a Skinner blend, how it goes up like that. That is her energy colors. The indigo is usually, it means clairvoyant, intuitive. It means that she has insight that a lot of people don't. And then the blue is like calming. She doesn't get overly emotional. But then again, she's not detached either. She's like a steady hand on the tiller. So it's a very good mix to have, especially if you have a djinn, you know. Especially if you like me, you kind of like seethe and you like, just go do this, and they're just like, okay, just calm down for a minute and just think about this. So that's a very good quality to have in a djinn. They can talk you down off the ledge of doing something that will screw up your karma. So that's her energy. She does have clairvoyancy, so she's able to kind of see a little bit into the future, and judge things out, which is good. She's almost like a chess player. So now I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to get the rest of her life story, and we're going to do fact checking like I always do, and then we're going to throw the video up and place her up for sale. So I have to remember not to call her by her name, and I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit so that you can see the pendulum better. So E, can you tell me what year you were born in? Did I see the numbers 1143? Is that correct? So you were born in 1143. Okay. Now, is that BC? So it's AD. Okay, 1143 AD. And in what part of the world, excuse me for 1 minute, Jack, down. Sorry, cat decided to eat my mantelpiece. What part of the world were you born in? Are you saying present day Jordan? present day Jordan. Okay. So can you tell me about your life? She's showing me a well. There's just a well. But I'm not getting like any other mental images. Are you showing me how you died? No. The well has something to do with her life. What is it about the well? Something about the water from the well had everything to do with her life. Were you like a laundress? Is that... Okay. Were you a housewife? No. Did you ever marry? No. No. Did you ever have a child? No. I was wondering if maybe there was a child born out of wedlock. She had to take in laundry. Didn't know. Okay. I'm not really getting a lot from her. She's just... The well was very important to her for some reason. Did you say something about the Crusades? You were at the well. You were kidnapped. And you were taken as a prisoner. But it was by your... Not so much... You were taken against your will, but it was by your own people. Because they needed somebody to... They needed women to tend their camp for them during the Crusades. That's why she was showing me the well. She's like... It was just... There was something about this well that it was just like so much emotion in her. And I understand why, because she said, I just went to the well and it just changed my life. And it wasn't for the best. And you were young when that happened too. She's saying she was like 13 or 14 when that happened. Yeah, she's a very young girl. I'm guessing you were mistreated by the men, as women and girls were wont to do when men were at war. She endured a rough life. Did you ever get to see her home again? She never got to see her home. She's very young. I want to say you're like 26, 27. She's 27. So, obviously you did not die from natural causes. I'm hoping best case scenario, you died from disease. She's telling me how she died. It's not a good story. Out of all the men in camp, there was one that was really brutal. He was just he's almost sadistic in what he liked to do to the women. And he got a hold of her, and she had just had enough of him. I mean, it was bad enough with the other men, but at least they didn't treat her the way this guy did. And she just had enough. She wasn't going to. Not with him, not that night, not ever. And so she put up a fight. And I think it was a rock he had in his hand, and he just slammed it into her head a couple of times. And he killed her like that. And he dumped her body. I want to say it was in a ditch or something. It's like a ditch. Yeah, a ditch. I'm watching the pendulum. He just dumped her body in a ditch. Just threw her away. She never got to see her home again. That's exceedingly sad. And just the fact that she wants to, that she stayed here and that she wants to help people, and that she wants to work for the good of other people, says a lot about her. I mean, if the situation was reversed, I don't know if I could be that benign. I would probably be extremely vengeful if that were me. But it just, again, it goes back to her colors and the way she is. And she's a far more beautiful soul than I am. That's for sure. But so yeah, that was her life. She had a rough treatment. She was she was basically kidnapped, and she was although she never did have a now in that kind of situation, it's rare for you to not get with child. Were you just lucky? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. She's saying that the camp had a woman that took care of those things. Because the last thing and she's kind of saying this almost with a sneer. She says the last thing that men want is a sniveling, snarling brat. That's the way they put it in the camp. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to listen to it. And she's saying if a baby actually was born, if a woman had hid her pregnancy, and a baby was born, they would drown the baby. They would take it and they would drown it. She says anybody that tried to get away, they would be killed immediately. They were beaten for stupid things. And yet she still wants to help. She still wants to, what she really wants is she wants to actually be loved. She wants somebody to want her, not for, obviously, her body, for, she wants to be wanted for who she is, and she wants to be loved, and in return she will offer her help in every way that she can, and you treat her well and she will love you back, and that's, you see this is exactly what she wants. That's what she's looking for in a new home. And considering her energy and her aura, yeah, I think she would be she would be a wonderful addition to anybody's home. So that is the interview with E. I will post the link to her auction underneath in the description box. And I really hope that somebody really wants her in their home, because she's a beautiful, really, she is a beautiful soul. And she does have the power of a djinn. She does have the power and the energy to help manifest, not necessarily what you want, but what you need to get you where you need to be. You know, you're not going to win $1 million in a lottery. You're not going to be driving, you know, Rolls Royces and Bentleys. But she will make sure, you know, if you stumble, you won't hit the ground. And that's metaphorically. She's not going to catch you if you actually trip. But, you know, she's going to make sure that you don't fail. There might be setbacks, but you won't fail. She's going to take care to make sure that you will always have what you need in your life, and that you will be fairly safe. So that is it with E. And I will go ahead and edit this and post this up online, and post the link to her auction in the description box. And I really hope somebody welcomes her into their home. Thanks for watching, guys.